Hello, welcome. Today we are doing a little box store plant check. We're going to start at Walmart to see what's new and worth grabbing. And trust me, you're going to want to watch till the end because Home Depot surprised me with a sale I was not expecting. So our Walmart just restocked their entire plant section. They had gotten rid of all their plants prior to the holidays. So all the plants we are seeing today are brand new. So I'm super excited to see what they have. Here's a little peek over at their cacti and succulent section. Nothing really new over here or noteworthy. So let's hop over here to these hanging planters. It looks like they have some larger baskets for $19.97. This one right here is a gorgeous and full Fittonia. They had a few of these available. Down here on the bottom, it looks like they got in a lot of these gorgeous Cebu blue pothos. I actually just scooped one of these up a few weeks ago at Lowe's. I absolutely love this plant. It is so gorgeous. So such a good one to have to your collection. They also had some of these neon pothos up here. They had quite a few of these to choose from. Again, very nice and full plants for $19.97. And over here at the top, they had some smaller baskets for $15.98. This one is another Fittonia. That one has a little bit of pink color on it. Here is a smaller basket of those neon pothos. It looks like over here they have some Transiscantias. And then back here they had a few golden pothos to choose from. It looks like some more Cebu blue pothos and those Fittonia baskets. So let's go ahead and pop over to the other side. So I'm not a big orchid person, but I did think this white orchid was really beautiful. It was very large. So they have a lot of orchids to choose from if you are into those. They also had a few money trees down here, which looked really full and healthy. I believe the sign said these were $24.97. So let's go ahead and check out their main plant area. This was full of a bunch of rare plants, so I'm super excited to show you guys everything that I found today. So starting off, we have some Thai constellations. These were by Wild Interiors, and these ones were $30, so super gorgeous plants with lots of variegation. Next to that, they had some alocasia. So I believe this one is the alocasia mellow. So this was a very large and full, healthy looking alocasia. Absolutely love the look of that one. They also had some of these alocasia amazonica, I think is what the tag said. I thought it was a poly, but these were pretty full. They did have a few back there that weren't in the best shape, but super gorgeous plant. Love that one. Off to the side here, they had a few smaller plants, so I didn't catch a price on these guys, but this one was called a Red Hill. It also goes by Transiscantia zebrina, so haven't really saw that one before, so that one was interesting. Next to that, they had this peperomia, so this is a variegated peperomia. Super nice and full, healthy looking plant here. So I'm going to assume all of these were under $10, but again, they didn't have a price on them, so not quite sure how much these were, but they were really cute. I thought this Syndapsis was really cute over here. That is a Syndapsis pictus. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they have here on the bottom. This one right here is one of my favorite begonias. I actually had that one in my collection for a really long time, and it gets these really cute fuzzy stems. So love that begonia. Can't remember the name of it, but it is a good one to have if you find that one. So down here at the bottom, it looks like we have a lot of rare philodendrons. So starting off, they had this beautiful ring of fire. They had a few of these to choose from. Looks like they had some pretty good variegation on those. Next to that, they had these white princesses, super large and full, lots of white variegation on there. Love that one. And here is another rare find that I have not saw in stores before, and that is a caramel Pluto philodendron. So let me know if you have found that one before, because that was a first time find for me. This white princess caught my eye because I just thought this leaf on here was so gorgeous. Look at the color on that. Isn't that so pretty? I just think these are so full compared to the ones they got in last year. And these ones are by Wild Interior. So all of these philodendrons are only $20. So super good deal on those. So this one was probably my best find today. This one was labeled Silver Streak Pothos, but as you can see, it has a lot of variegation to it, some gorgeous color on the leaves. I believe this one is the new release by Costa Farms. So Costa Farms just released a variegated version of the Silver Streak Pothos. So go ahead and let me know in the comments if you know if that's what that one was, but let's go ahead and take a look at these begonias. These begonias were in the new self-watering planters by Costa Farms, and these are only $19.84, so super good deal on those. They look very full and healthy. That bright yellow one is a golden crocodile philodendron, and next to that, it looks like they have a few of these Burl Marx flames. I actually just scooped one of these up a few months ago myself, and it has been growing really well for me, and I'm super excited to have that one in my collection. And next to those, it looks like we have some Thai constellations. So these Thai constellations are by Costa Farms, and these ones were $24.84. I'm not sure if that price is correct or not, but if it is, that is a really good deal on those, and the price has dropped significantly on those. Next to that, it looks like we have a couple different types of alocasia. This one right here is an alocasia silver dragon. So that looks like it is super full and healthy. And next to those, we had some alocasia regina. Moving on here down at the bottom, it looks like they had in some of these Monstera standalania. So these ones had a lot of color on them. I have seen these in stores before and they didn't have as much color. So these ones looked really nice. They also had these lemon top pothos. And next to that, it looks like we have some neon pothos and then a huge assortment of golden pothos. Up here on the top, they had a lot of larger plants. So all of these plants were $24.97, and there were quite a few different ones to choose from. It looks like they had some huge peace lilies, some Monstera deliciosa, and some ficus. So lots of larger plants to choose from. This one up here is one of my favorites. This one is called the Calathea pilosa. So super gorgeous plants. They also had some snake plants there in the middle. This one caught my eye. So they had these pink princess philodendrons. It looks like they had two of those for $15.97. So that was another interesting find today. And here are a few more medium-sized plants. It looks like those were $15.97. This one really caught my eye. This is the Syndapsis Platinum. I love that Syndapsis. It's one of my favorites. They also had this gorgeous Painted Lady philodendron, very full and healthy looking, great looking plant. Looks like they had a few ZZs over there. So that's going to wrap up the plant section. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what your favorite find was today. And now I'm going to take you guys over to the planters so we can check out the new spring pots that they just got in. So something that I look forward to every year is seeing the new styles of planters that Walmart puts out. It looks like they have these out a little earlier this year, so I was surprised to see that this area was almost filled up. It looks like they have a lot of new ones this year. Some of these are the same style as last year, but I can definitely spot some new ones. One of my favorites are these basket style planters, so I will probably be scooping one of those up here soon. I know that these marble look planters are new this year, so that is a really interesting look on those. They have a lot of earthy looking natural ones there in the middle, and I thought this was cute. So it's a little cowboy hat planter. They also had these cute pattern ones, and I adored this little mushroom planter. I almost wanted to buy that today. I just thought it was so cute. So be sure to check your Walmarts and scoop up your favorites before they sell out. So now let's go ahead and head over to Home Depot and see what we can find. So when I first arrived, I was a little disappointed because it looks like they hadn't got a new shipment of plants. I was really hoping that they had some new ones, but they were having a sale. So I was super excited to see that a lot of these plants were on sale for $16.88, which is a great price. So as you can see, they had some philodendron gloriosum, some ruby ficus, some monstera deliciosa, and some peace lilies. So these plants all looked really full and healthy, and for $16.88, you can't beat that price. I was a little bit confused with the signs there. As you can see, those were some smaller plants, and the sign said they were $16.88, so I don't think that was right. They also still had some of these leftover Christmas plants, and it looks like those were not marked down, so not sure what was going on with those. I'm thinking that a lot of these plants have been here for a while. These did not look good. That was a Hoya carnosa freckles. This one is a painted lady philodendron, I believe, and a few other philodendrons. These gloriosums did not look good at all, so not sure what's going on over here in the plant section. It looks like a lot of these need to be marked down, so I'm thinking they're going to get a new shipment of plants in soon because it looks like a lot of what they had are just a bunch of leftovers from the fall. Nothing really new over here. These plants were only $17, so that Dieffenbachia right there is a really good price. They also had a few palms. Looks like a lot of different medium-sized plants there. As you can see, this area looks a little neglected at the moment. They had some huge boxes in the way, so I couldn't even get to those plants over there. But it looks like over here on the top, they did have a few different types of ficus that weren't in the best shape, and those ones are $30. They also had whatever this is for $5. Didn't catch the name of that one, but they had a lot of those, so they might have just got those in stock. A lot of the same philodendrons that were on the other side up here at the top. So a lot of these plants today are the same as last time. So if you haven't checked out my last box store plant shopping video, I'll go ahead and put that up here at the top. It looks like they did have a couple different types of Hoya, but again, these weren't looking the best. I think a lot of these plants look like they need to be marked down. Those Hoya were $20 along with all those philodendrons there at the top. They had on this other shelf a Syngonium planter, and this cute little Dieffenbachia over here looked really nice and healthy. They also had some golden pothos over here, so a few of the basic style plants, nothing really new and exciting, but if you want to get a good deal on those larger plants here in the middle, I think that $16.88 is definitely worth it for the size of these plants. This ruby ficus is especially eye-catching. I just love that one. It is so pretty. A lot of these philodendron gloriosums look like they were in really good shape. So that wraps up today's video, guys. Be sure to give this video a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on my next video. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.